Hello, my name is James Means, and I will be giving a persuasive essay speech on why the San Antonio Spurs are the best team in the National Basketball Association. The Spurs have the highest winning percentage of any team in a major league sport, whether it's football, basketball, or baseball. They have the highest winning percentage of any team. Their head coach, Greg Popovich, is known around the National Basketball Association as the best coach in the league. He has won a total of 1,101 games and is the longest tenured coach in the NBA, with coaching 21 straight seasons. Um, they have made the playoffs 24 out of 25 seasons. They have 5 NBA championships. They won in 1999, 2003, 2005, 2007, and 2014. In 1999, they defeated the New York Knicks, and Tim Duncan won Finals MVP. In 2003, they defeated the New Jersey Nets, and Tim Duncan won Finals MVP. In 2005, they defeated the Detroit Pistons, and once again, Tim Duncan won Finals MVP. And in 2007, finally, the Spurs defeated the Cleveland Cavaliers, and Tony Parker won Finals MVP. And lastly, in 2014, the Spurs defeated the Miami Heat, and Kawhi Leonard won Finals MVP. Um, they have won 3 different titles in 3 different decades, which is the first team to ever do that. Um, they have 17 straight seasons with at least 50 wins or more. Um, the Spurs' big three of Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, and Manu Ginobili are the most winningest trio in NBA history. They've won a total of 701 games together. And the Spurs championship in 2014 was the most dominant team victory in NBA Finals history. The team they played, the Miami Heat, was the highest margin of victory in Finals history. And that team was known as the beautiful game because of the way they played basketball, the way they moved the ball and played as a team. One rival team said that watching the Spurs was like watching Mozart. The most beloved player in the franchise, Tim Duncan, who just retired last year, is known as the greatest power forward of all time and has won MVP 2 times, once in 2002 and once in 2003. Duncan won a total of 1,001 games in his career, which only 3 players have done that in NBA history, and he was one of them. That's more than actual 5 teams in the NBA. Whenever Duncan announced that he would be retiring, on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, it went viral with the hashtag #ThankYouTD, and players and coaches from around the league showed their appreciation for him. And even though Tim Duncan is retired, he's still very much involved in Spurs practices, which is good to have a legend at practice to teach the young players how to play the game. The Spurs are also one of the most influential teams in NBA history. They were one of the first teams to find international talent. They've had players play from France, Argentina, Brazil, Australia, Spain, and many more other countries as well. Manu Ginobili is actually the only player in NBA history to have won a gold medal, a EuroLeague championship, and an NBA championship. The Spurs family has spread all over the NBA, from teams trying to replicate the Spurs' success and their winning culture, from assistant coaches becoming head coaches to other teams, from lower management becoming upper management for other teams, and from athletes going to different teams and becoming stars that left the Spurs. Although the Spurs are a small market team, many players and coaches are very attracted to joining the Spurs team because of how they play and how they treat whoever is on the team right. While other teams, well, if they're not being successful, they'll trade away players or fire coaches, and the Spurs don't do that very often. The Spurs have one of the best fan bases in the NBA. They always sell out tickets at their home games. And one thing I thought was interesting is even the great LeBron James this past summer, in an interview, was talking about the Spurs and the player they had just drafted. And he told that player that the Spurs are probably the best organization in the world. And I thought that was kind of cool. Even Charles Barkley had some praise for the Spurs, saying they're the best team at developing players in the league. And the Spurs look to continue the success they had as a franchise under Greg Popovich for seasons to come, with the young players such as Kawhi Leonard, LaMarcus Aldridge, and Patty Mills, with the help of veterans like Pau Gasol, Manu Ginobili, and Tony Parker. I hope that I've persuaded you on to why the Spurs are the best team in the National Basketball Association. Thank you for watching.